And thanks for joining us. I'm Josh Meny. Leading local, today is National Day of Action in response to the recent Supreme Court leak of the draft opinion showing the justices are poised to overturn the landmark Roe v. Wade ruling that protects women's ability to seek abortions. Ban Off Our Bodies rallies were held across North Dakota where abortion rights advocates made their voices heard. The individuals I spoke to say this is more than just about abortions. It's about women's access to critical reproductive health care. Saturday, signs and chants were seen and heard at the steps of the North Dakota State Capitol as around 150 people showed up for the Bans Off Our Bodies march.
The draft that came out of the Supreme Court really threatens 50 years of precedent of access to reproductive health care.
Speakers shared their personal stories and concern about their ability to make choices regarding their reproductive health care.
I had so many women come up to me that said, I was doing this back in the 70s. I can't believe I'm still doing this. I can't believe I'm still marching for this. I can't believe I'm still having to fight for this. And I also, again, had, college students and saying this is our future that they're messing with.
North Dakota has a trigger ban in place, which means if Roe v. Wade gets overturned, an abortion ban will automatically be in effect for the entire state.
The Attorney General will actually make the decision if and when our ban goes into effect, and when that ban would go into effect, the one and only clinic that we have in the state would actually have to close within 30 days. That would eliminate access for so many women for such a vital reproductive health care service.
Rebecca Matthews was at the Bismarck March. She says her motivation for being there was personal. Earlier in life, she needed abortion access for a high-risk pregnancy.
15 years ago, we were pregnant during a high-risk pregnancy with twins, and one of our options was to terminate one twin to save the other. And so I was pro-choice prior to that, but that solidified that and has made me speak out several times. We sadly lost both twins, but has made me very vocal and fight for that right for other women and other families.
And Wolf points out most pro-choice proponents do want to see the rate of abortions go down.
And there are data-driven policies that can reduce those abortion rates, and we want to work together to do that. And so instead of bans, all that bans do is they don't prevent abortion, they prevent safe abortion. Let's work on these data-driven policies that will actually reduce abortion rates and still give women access to the much-needed reproductive health care that we currently have.
150 people attended the march in Grand Forks and 60 in Minot. And if Roe v. Wade does get overturned, the authority will turn it back to the states. For one organization, they say that's how it should have always been. The North Dakota Right to Life is the most prominent anti-abortion organization in the state, and they view abortion fundamentally as an act of violence. They say if Roe v. Wade gets overturned, a large part of their work will shift toward helping mothers and babies with essential care and helping individuals get through the grieving process.
There are going to be so many women who are going to have to work through all of that trauma and grief and angst that they've been having to basically cover up because our society says that abortion's okay, and if you're grieving, then there's something wrong with you. So that is another huge arm of a post-Roe landscape that is going to be beautiful and challenging.
And North Dakota Right to Life acknowledges that there are difficult situations where a mother's health is in jeopardy, and an abortion should only be used in a last resort to save the mother's life. Switching